Hi. Welcome to our show.
Well, hi, everybody!
Coming to you somewhat live and semi-weekly from the Quad M World Headquarters located in Helena's scenic North Valley, it's the Quad M Show. Here are your hosts, TJ, Jason, and Marty.
Yay, us. All right, well, let's go ahead here and, as we are often wont to do, give a little thanks and salutations to all the folks listening. And you know, I learned a valuable lesson last week. Come
on, Elmer, spit it out.
No, that's Porky.
Porky.
Are you saying I'm fuck you? That's no. You know, learned a little valuable lesson. If you put Pornhub in the title and put a hashtag on it, and throw in a picture of like hot chicks in bikinis, your numbers will blow up.
Oh no! Nice.
There was a lot of people that were checking out last week's episode. So
no way.
Thank you, Pornhub, and all you gun-toting transferring people that went to Pornhub there. So, anyways, thank you. Out in Arizona, we got Fort Huachica. Fort Huachica.
Okay.
Huachica. Huachica. I don't know. All right. And at Pine, Arizona as well. California, we got Pasadena, we got Union City, and we got Mountain View out there in Illinois. Chicago. Little Pocatello, Idaho. We got some Hyde Park, Massachusetts. Here in the home state of Montana. Of course, we got the home base of Helena. Clancy, Bozeman, and Missoula. Thank you all for checking in. Hitting the East Coast, New Jersey, Clinton, and Middletown, as well as Brooklyn, New York. Clinton, Middletown, they're frequent flyers. They visit us quite a bit. Yeah. They're good folk out there. Portland, Oregon, checking us out before I make the sojourn next week. Which, again, don't forget, kids, probably no show next week, since I'll be in the lovely liberal city of Portland, Oregon. But it's all good. Columbia, South Carolina, Dallas, Texas, and Austin, Texas, Salt Lake City, Utah, Jonesville, Virginia, as well as Kent, Washington. Now let's say hi to our bots.
Ni howdy!
Ni howdy to all you folks out there in China, as well as Singapore, Norway, Amsterdam, Dublin, Ireland, Iraq, Tel Aviv, Israel, Sweden, Indonesia, India, Turkey, and Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi?
I love that word, Abu Dhabi. Now that we got that out of the way, gentlemen, we'll start Bert. How was your week, good sir?
Boring and uneventful.
Yay! That'll be another one for the t-shirts.
Boring and uneventful.
Yeah. We got them all lined up. Ni howdy. I'll try to find some kind of jack-off picture of like a Japanese cowboy for that one.
Oh, we can make one.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. If I can't find it, we can make it. I know. Yeah, we can do that. But
I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows people who does stuff. How about you, Mr. Martin? How was your week, dude?
It sucked.
Well, I know you got the big move going on.
Yeah, the move. It's finally over. It's done.
Yeah.
We walked with the landlord through the house today and said, "We're gone. See you later."
Yeah, you know, it's easy to hide the dead bodies when you got enough lye and a shovel.
Exactly.
You know, that's all you need. So you're good there. That's
Why do you think we carry so many coolers?
What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh.
How was your week?
Well, you know, I mean, for the most part, kind of, pretty much the same. You know, when you have that hermit-like lifestyle that I've been leading here the last couple weeks, it's kind of hard to have wacky adventures when you just stay home.
Right?
I go to many distant lands in my head. But you know, I mean, a couple things. You know, one thing, a while back, and I mean, this was quite some time ago. I had set up, really for the sake of our own whoring out, I had set up a page on Facebook, Promote Your Podcast. Mm-hmm. Which, of course, there's another one out there that's Promote Your Podcast as well. So there's two of us floating around. But I believe, I made myself an administrator. Our good friend of the show, Chris McClanahan's an administrator, and also I think too Jason I have on as an administrator there as well.
I think so.
And here, like in the last couple weeks, there's been an influx of boy, I don't want to come off as racist when I say this, but it seems like there is a very select group of people who have been coming in to join the page, and of course, I'm just like, yeah, fine, approve, and they continuously want to. Hello, good friends. I am here to help you. I want to promote your podcast. I am with the company Fiverr. Apparently, this is like a thing I had heard of them briefly, but just it was in passing. It's like FV and then like triple R, right? And I didn't think anything of it, but I go through Fiverr and I can promote your podcast like nobody else. Please feel free. Would you like me to help you? And it seems like this subgroup of people whose group, I will not mention because again I don't want to come off as being some sort of a racist pig dog. Mm-hmm. But they all just do this influx of we want to promote your podcast. We want to do it now and all this type of stuff. And so, what used to be just a set it and forget it deal has now become a more diligent looking through and seeing who we have to kick off of there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we've been hit up by that, and our good friend Chris got into a little play match, a little trolling play match with one of those boys there. Yeah. Would you like to promote our podcast? I can promote your podcast. Like, I don't need it. Everybody in the United States listens to me. Right. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I can you tell me? It's like, oh, well, no. Would you like to come on the show and we can talk? We can do. Oh, no, that's okay. Thank you. It's like, no, that's you killing your. Oh, thank you very much, my good friend. You have a good night now. And then I'm like, I gotta get on this thread. So then all of a sudden I'm posting various different Khan from Star Trek, KHAN memes, because that may or may not be this gentleman's last name. So So it's various things like was it Benedict Cumberbatch that played Khan in the new movie? Or was it Michael Fassbender? I can never remember. I think it's Cumberbatch.
Sure.
Yeah. But it's got the picture of him and above it says, My name is Khan. I am not a terrorist. Then on the next one, you got William Shatner in that classic Khan, face, right? Superimposed over a very sad Simba. And it says, Khan, you feel the love tonight, Oh,
my God, dude.
And then finally, Ricardo Montalban pointing at you, and it says, yes, we Khan. So I was having fun jumping on that trolling train.
Okay. I think you're creating a new category of memes.
I did not create them. I found them. They were already out there.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
fuck, I'm too. No, it's got to be really something spectacular, like me making pictures for the show. That's really the only time I get involved in that shit. You'll always know when that's being done because usually it's done to advertise Quad M, like the Quad M seal of approval with the little baby seal, and all that type of shite. Yeah, that's the only time I ever do that. It's when it benefits me. Speaking of things that are beneficial to good old Quad M, so here a little while ago, now we've been talking about this, well, on the show for quite some time, but really the last couple weeks we've been kind of pushing. About a year ago, was it a year ago? Was it last spring?
What?
When we were doing the filming for River Rats.
Oh.
I'm trying to think if it was last spring or the spring before.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
Has it been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Mm-hmm. But anyways, yeah, so we finally, good friend of the show, Mark Piokas, director extraordinaire. He'd been kind of, talking back and forth to us a couple times because, he's listening to the show. Uh-huh. And he wanted to let us know. Actually, I think first he let Mackenzie know.
Yep.
That the show was, the movie was 2/3 of the way cut, but he wanted to go ahead and give us a showing since we had been talking about it and all this type of stuff. And we said, okay. Oh, and also on the last message he sent, he also wanted to let us know too that Sam Kinison died outside of Needles, California.
Sam Kinison?
Yes, because we talked about Sam Kinison last week. Mm-hmm. Did you not listen to last week's show yet?
I did, but I don't remember the Sam Kinison.
Yeah. We were talking about comedians. The good comedians that are gone or we don't really hear much of, Gallagher and Carlin, and then I brought up Sam Kinison. But yeah, he made sure to let us know that Needles, California, outside of Needles is where he died, and Needles, California is also the home of Snoopy's brother Spike.
Okay.
So we got our knowledge there from him.
All right.
Just had to throw that in, give the acknowledgement. So anywho, he went ahead and told us that we're 2/3 of the way through. Come on over for a screening. So you had the four hosts of Quad M, TJ, Jason, Marty, and Mackenzie, all hunkered around the TV, popcorn in hand. We're just ready to go for some fine movie viewing. And it was a viewing.
It was.
It's one of those things. I mean, I don't want to be too harsh on it, just because all the bells and whistles and final cut and all that type of stuff's not done yet. But when it is finally done, I got to be honest, I am looking forward to actually seeing it on the screen where it's intended to be.
Yeah,
and fully done and stuff.
Yeah. With background music, special effects, sound effects, all the stuff that he's going to be doing. Apparently, he's going to send that third act because there's, I guess, quite a bit of green screen and stuff to be added in. He's got a buddy out there in the flyover states that he's going to, give that a run through and all that type of stuff. So, and apparently he's not going to be showing it at the Myrna.
No.
We heard that. Now things could change because it's still going to be a good 6 months or so before it's done. But it's sounding like it'll be a nice intimate setting.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I thought you guys did great in it.
Oh, you. That's just because of the setting. That's just because we were at the House of Kunzweiler filming that one.
So I did like looking in the background at all my stuff. I was like, hey.
That's right.
That's my shit. Yeah.
I knew it was there before they fucking left. Which one of you fuckers swiped it?
Why the fuck did we have an M&M box sitting out in the middle of our fucking living room? What the fuck?
No, but by and large, it's coming along quite nicely.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, one of the running gags that I was saying on there was, if the only good stuff was the stuff that me and Bert were part of a filming of, I may not hoard out.
Yeah.
Come on. We got. Yeah. I think our combined total time on screen was maybe 5 minutes tops.
If that.
So if you got another hour and 25 minutes that you got to sit through, and you don't have the glory of us, the glory of Stoner Dude and Phil, then I better make sure that what I'm whoring out is palatable for the entire time. And I have to admit that the second act, with the two buddies, making the road trip, there was some funny stuff in there. So I don't think I'll have a problem with putting the old seal of approval art on it. So we'll be looking forward to it. So last week's show, as we were sitting there talking about the gun YouTubers, right? The YouTubers making all the gun videos and all that type of stuff, right? And they're transferring everything over to Pornhub because of their open policy. Come on in, kids.
Right.
We don't care. Well, I had myself a crazy idea, and we were kind of talking about it a little bit back and forth about as far as, what, fuck it. I'm posting on YouTube. Why don't we fucking post on Pornhub as well?
Right.
Well, and it's kind of going under the auspice that we could be the first actual real podcast being on Pornhub. It's just going to be hilarious. You get all these fucking crazy fuckers like, this isn't fucking porn. What are you guys doing? And just do it as a rib more, as a fucking joke. But I went ahead and I went into Pornhub and I typed in the word podcast.
Yeah, I did that too.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one on this one.
Right.
Yeah, so needless to say, yes, they have they're very porn-oriented porncasts. Let's call them that, porncasts. Some fucking little broomstick chick with her fucking shirt just up over the boobies, sitting there with her, and I've never why I've been asked a time or five why we don't actually video record us doing the show.
Yeah.
And I say, really, it's three key reasons. Number one, don't have a quality camera. I would want at least two GoPros, one focused on, and then do like a split screen there if we were to do that. Number two, who in the fuck wants to, really, Who in the fuck wants to watch a couple of guys talking on a fucking microphone?
Right.
You know, I don't
watch the Joe Rogan podcast on YouTube. I just listen to it.
Exactly. Which leads to number 3 in the fact that some of the shit that we do on this show, you know, when I'm doing the goofy voices, you know, when I'm doing the fucking take a white titty shit, or I'm doing the fucking who was it last week, the Danny LaRusso, Joe Pesci Danny LaRusso bit, right?
Right.
That's theater of the mind. That's when someone's listening to it, they're like, oh my God, he sounds like Joe Pesci. They don't want to see my goofy looking face doing, oh my God, to do with the thing. And I'm sitting there fucking squinting. I look like I'm trying to take a shit while I'm doing the fucking Joe Pesci voice, right?
Most of your voices, you look like you're trying to take a shit, really.
Well, most of the time I look like I'm trying to take a shit. That's just basics there, Hoss.
He's got shit face. Resting shit face.
Resting shit face.
Another t-shirt.
Well, I got to start. We need it. We just.
You want me to jot that down over here?
Yeah, if you want to take one of the scrappy papers out, you could do that too. We got knee howdy, resting shit face.
Boring and uneventful.
Boring and uneventful. Have the.
I got it wrote down in my show notes.
Yes, yes, sir. We're going to follow up on that. Resting shit face. But like I say, theater of the mind, the sound bites and all that type of stuff. There's so much work that I put in post-production of this show. And eventually, maybe I got an app that I could do sound bites, but it's tough to sit there and just be on the fly waiting for someone to say that witty thing to hit that one button.
Yeah.
No. So but like I say, kids, it's one of those deals where I don't think I have no want, need, or desire to ever video this show.
Yeah.
It's theater of the mind. Enjoy the audio. Play it in the background while you're doing other shit. That's my mentality on it. But as I'm looking at these different quote-unquote podcasts on the Pornhub, you got some, fucking skinny, beanpole chick with her fucking shirt kind of hiked up over her. I'm not going to say they're pathetic-looking titties, but they're not, they're not the greatest.
Yeah.
Sitting on like a futon in front of a laptop that's like on a bar stoolish type thing, like a little stool. And just talk. I didn't bother to fucking actually look, like listen to it and have her talk about, oh yeah, we just filmed this thing in my cousin's house or whatever, because that's what they do nowadays. There's no. That's the problem with porn nowadays. There's no. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. There's no style finesse. I mean, it's porn. I get it. I know.
You need to refine your searches.
Well,
there is more porn today than there ever was for any type of interest, and you might be Googling the wrong thing.
Oh, no, it's not that, but it's like, okay, prime example. From the 80s to maybe like early 90s, I could rattle off porn chicks and even porn dudes. Like names, like they're actually real actors, right?
Yeah.
Like I could fucking rattle them off, fucking Ginger Lynn Allen, Tracy Lords, fucking Christy Canyon, names just fucking going on and on and on. I could fucking rattle them off. I couldn't pick one of these, one of these gals out of a fucking lineup.
So?
It's just, there's just, it's one, I don't know. I can't grant it. It's maybe it's a me thing, but you want to find your favorites. Like I like to watch that one. She's a. But now they're just all It's like pro wrestling to me now. It's just fucking cookie cutter.
It's pro wrestling. Oh my god!
It's just
Sunday.
Out here at the Enormo Dome.
Anal basher.
Yeah.
Versus Bigfoot.
Tits all plenty against fucking versus Veronica Vagine in a fucking dildo on a pole match.
Dildo on a pole match.
I'd watch it.
Probably.
Honey, where's the phone? I gotta call the cable company right now.
I gotta order that.
Where's that button on the fucking remote? But you know, it's one of those things where like when it comes to podcasts, like I could never listen to a porn podcast. I could never listen to a porn oriented podcast unless it was, and it is circling back to the pro wrestling part of it. Like two of the podcasts that I listen to on a continual regular basis, Something to Wrestle With, Bruce Pritchard, and Jim Cornette's Drive Thru. Listen really, because they talk about like the old school, you know, wrestling, old school, you know, whatever went on in the 80s or the territory days or any of that type of shit, right? And you get those insights from back in the heyday. If you had, and they probably do, but I've never looked into it, and I don't know that I would really want to. But if you had some of those fucking porn chicks or porn dudes that weren't so fucking coked out of their minds that they could remember shit, if you had a podcast where they were talking about the glory hole days of porn, there's the name of the fucking, that would be the name of the podcast.
The glory hole
days of porn.
Porn's glory hole days with, and then whichever classic porn, that dude, yes.
Janet Jameson, yeah.
Well, no, you gotta go younger than that. You might have her on like a guest spot or something, but like I said, you know, it'd be.
Oh, you're talking, okay.
Like 80s. You know, 90s is a little too, you know, but you want those ones like, oh God, back then you wouldn't, Ron Jeremy, it was such a fucking pig, blah blah blah, you know, and all that. Yeah, I would be all fucking about that. You get one of those classic porn people, you know. I mean, it could be a dude, it could be a chick. It wouldn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter.
But if they were talking, you know, going behind the scenes about the party days, the fucking cocaine,
right?
You know, the off camera antics, because you got to remember this was go 80s. I've seen what the fuck was the Dirk Diggler movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Yeah.
You know, fucking, you know, the cocaine laced fucking parties and all that type of shit, and what kind of crazy fucking orgies and all that shit that was going on, dude. I would be all about it.
Rock bottom.
5-star rating, full review. I'm subscribing, and it's probably fucking out there. I just don't really have the wherewithal to fucking look at it. I don't need my shit red flagged. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
What are you gonna go? Are you gonna go looking at you? I saw you jotting down. Are you gonna go looking for classic? You know, see if there's any of that out there, or no?
Any what?
Golden Age of Porn podcast.
No.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead here, since we've killed more than enough time on that one. Let's go ahead and we'll take a quick break. We will come back with a little bit of FGS and some hot takes. Squad M Show, kids. Stay tuned.
Have you checked out quadmproductions.com lately? Quadmproductions.com is your direct access hookup to order the Enigma comic book series and download the Quad M Show podcast. Check the appearances page for upcoming events and contact us with any questions or comments. Don't be the only lonely soul who's missing out on all the fun. Visit us today at quadmproductions.com. That's quadmproductions.com. You're listening to the Quad M Show. Segment 2.
Welcome back to the second segment of this here Quad M Show. Again, we are your hosts. I am TJ.
And Jason.
Marty.
Welcome back to the show.
And this segment, as always, is brought to you in part by Mirror Salon and Spa. Now, I know you folks are seeing those pics online, and you're saying to yourselves, damn, how does TJ get that awesome hair? Well, a small part of that is genetics, kids. The big credit, however, goes to Shauna and all the fine folks over there at Mirror. Now, if you're in the Helena area, make your reservations today for all of your hair, nail, or spa needs. Walk-ins are always welcome. Get in there today, tell them Quad M sent you, get yourself $5 off any service they provide. Again, kids, that's Mirror Salon and Spa. Give them a call today, 406 603-0644, or stop on in to 2043 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena. That is Mirror Mirror Salon and Spa.
Check them out.
Spa.
There we go.
Dramatic pause.
Oh, let's segue right. Oh, that's another one we got to make sure we have a shirt for. Segway City. I forgot about that. We got to have that one in there too. You know what else loves a dramatic pause? The Fredgy Sanford Award for Excellence.
That wasn't a long enough
Stupidity.
fucking dramatic pause.
Well,
Calculon would be disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. Here, hold on. The Fredgy Sanford Award for Excellence in Stupidity.
Morons.
You're a moron.
Idiots.
Idiot.
Dullards.
You're always this stupid. Did you take lessons?
The FGS Award for Excellence in Stupidity.
Oh, all right, kid. Well, this one comes to us from Alabama Way. You big dummy. One of the fine 48 continuous states in the U.S. Roll Tide. Roll Tide on that. A North Alabama woman was jailed on a felony arson charge for setting fire to a package of ham and tossing it into a garbage can at an Athens motel.
Well, no shit.
That's illegal?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently in North Alabama, yes, it is.
Well, it is ruining ham, so I get it.
Beverly Hanson, age 62, was accused of setting the fire that caused the explosion at the Bomar Inn last month, according to Athens police. No injuries were reported in the file, although Harris's room was significantly damaged. Investigators learned family had brought Harrison a pack of ham to eat, and she didn't want the ham, Police Chief Floyd Johnson said. After the family left, she set the ham on fire and put it in the garbage can. When smoke started filling Harrison's room, she grabbed her dog and left. At no time did she alert anyone to the fire. The fire also caused a can of butane fuel to explode, according to the police. Harrison, who is living in the motel, is now held in the Limestone County Jail. If convicted, she could face up to life in prison.
Really?
Well, I guess, yeah, 20-year sentence would probably be... Yeah, okay, all right, you got me on that one. A life sentence for
lighting some ham on fire.
Lighting ham on fire. And then later, and you know, I love the way that they did this story. I can't remember off the top of my head who I stole this from, but yeah, they talk about the explosion, and you would think it was just the ham, but no, like way down they bury it that it was actually
a butane canister right next.
There may or may not have been a butane canister in there that caused an explosion. It wasn't so much the fantastically awesome ham you can get over here at Athens Meats. I hope there's not an Athens Meats and get fucking sued for slander or something.
What does it matter if there's a butane can? Anyway, she fucking lit a ham on fire and threw it in the garbage can and walked away. That's fucking arson.
Well, yeah, apparently felony arson. Worth a life sentence. So congratulations to you, Beverly Harrison, age 62, out of Alabama. Congratulations, you, young lady, are the winner of this week's Fredgy Sanford Award for Excellence in Stupidity.
You dummy!
Fucking bitch ruined a ham.
Roll Tide.
Goddamn asshole.
You know, speaking of various meat products, something we forgot. What's this about porn? What? We totally forgot when we were talking about the things from the week last week about your chicken.
Right?
You got a chicken.
A rooster. Big fucking rooster.
Big old cock.
Big old cock. Shiny.
Shiny.
Big shiny cock.
Feathery feet. Got feathers on his feet.
So okay, so please do explain this chicken. How did you guys come about getting a rooster?
Well, it was Easter Sunday morning. Like,
Oh, it was the Easter rooster.
yeah,
Duh.
the Easter bunny dropped him out.
Look, Mommy, it's the Easter cock.
Yeah, I'm taking a shower because getting ready to go to brunch, and Mackenzie comes running to the door, and she's like, "There's a guy outside with a fucking rooster." It's like, it's not ours. Send him away. No cock here. We got enough cock.
we don't need any more of this cock.
Yeah, but he was out walking in the woods, and apparently he stumbled upon this rooster, and our house was the closest, so he walked down to our house and fucking left it with my mom, basically, because he didn't want to carry it back up to his house, which was up the road.
Sure.
Yeah, and then he had no place for the cock.
So what you're saying is he left his cock over at your mom's house.
Yep.
Okay.
He left the cock over at my mom's house.
Keep the tip.
Yeah, no, but that's how we acquired a rooster, and he's been living with us ever since.
And he's been living off us ever since. And I still
He's lazy.
He's a lazy cock.
He's a lazy cock.
I still hold true, and I say this, and once you guys get like the little ID necklace on him and all that, I don't know if you actually get any of a collar for your cock or anything like that.
I think you can get goes at a machine at the gas station.
The only jewelry I'm familiar with is a cock ring. Sorry.
Those kind of usually vibrate.
Yeah, kids, it's one of them shows. But I hold to the fact that when you guys get this registered as an official Kunzweiler pet, you gotta name him Colonel Cluckers.
Colonel Cluckers.
And the name is sticking because you've said it a couple.
I've said it a couple times.
Has Mackenzie started calling him anything other than Colonel Cluckers?
Hidalgo is what she wants to call him.
I got to put my foot down on this one.
I think you're all silly just for naming a stupid chicken.
You don't name your cock Hidalgo.
He's kind of Spanish.
Well, okay, fine. Carlos.
Carlos.
I was part of the military. My name is Colonel Carlos Cluckers. But you can call me Chuck.
He's a cool rooster. Whatever. Yeah.
Turn on you.
I'm waiting for him to turn on me.
Yep. It'll start with your wife. She's smaller. Yep. Bring a foot or a baseball bat. You ain't got no hens around there. That rooster's going to get a frisky.
Do you let him in the
With
house?
no hens, he's going to get angry.
Right. Yeah.
Do you let him in the house
Angry
at all,
cock.
or is he an outside cock?
Oh, he's an outside cock. He's definitely an outside cock.
Because there was last spring when we were working at the land, what we were calling it, the land of the six-toed people, doing the abatement work, right? And we would have to go into these houses and take out like the old insulation and like vacuum, because it was all about the lead dust, getting the lead dust out of these homes and putting in new insulation, right? Mm-hmm. And this house, it was one of these deals where it was a scary fucking place to be in, because like the whole house was like fucking all gothed out. I mean, it was like wood flooring, but it wasn't like nice laminate flooring. It was like fucking old, dirty, dusty flooring with all of these various goth symbols that were like stencil painted. Like someone had put a stencil down and took like black spray paint and fucking sprayed it on there and all this shit. I'm like, this is fucking good. This is kind of a weird ass fucking house. Well, while we're in there, the dude was out of town in like fucking Vegas or some shit, right? His kids were still there, and we got like the fucking goth teenage. I was calling her Wednesday, not to her face, but Not like she would have gotten the joke anyways. And then they had like another little kid, and like grandma would come over and get him there. I guess she lived next door, or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But had a big fucking Rottweiler, right? Which freaked me the fuck out, because I'm not. It's not like I don't mind big dogs, but it's one of those things where I know that you could literally take my arm off my fucking hand, or body, and beat me with it. This dog could, right? Mm-hmm. Name was Boris, and it was the friendliest damn dog. He would just sit there, lay down on the couch with the TV on. I don't know if he did it himself or if Grandma turned it on. But dog sitting there fucking watching Game Show Network is like, hey dudes. No sense of guard dogging whatsoever. It was just like, hey, what's up? You know where the shit's at. You go right fucking ahead. Go on now. But there was a fucking rooster running around inside the fucking house.
Inside the house?
Inside the house. My dad would go walk in there. My dad would be like, watch out for the chicken. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. And there he is, like sitting on top of the fucking like sink, right? Like a kitchen sink, giving the eye that you were talking about. And it's like, holy shit, this cock means business.
Yeah, they're angry. They're angry all the time. They're like Bruce Banner. Know my secret? I'm angry all the time. Yeah, there's a fucking chicken for you, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. And
right? That chicken is going to turn on you. You're going to have to go out with an axe or a baseball bat or a foot. I'm telling you. The only thing they're good for is a stew pot.
He's big enough.
Don't fry it. It'll be like trying to fucking...
He's picking up. My cock can feed a family of 4.
Don't fry your cock. It'll be tough and chewy.
You got to boil that cock. You got to soften the meat up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let him enjoy the juices.
Soup. Make yourself some cock soup.
Let's get into some hot takes.
News and notes from all 4 corners of the pop culture world.
And the sign gotta stay hot. You gotta stay hot. You gotta stay hot.
It's time for some hot takes.
All right, so it seems like this is a hot takes fully loaded with nostalgia, kids, is what this is boiling down to. First item up for bid, apparently, and we've talked about this on the show once or twice, the Bill and Ted 3. We've been waiting to see if they were ever going to come with that, and apparently, in an interview with Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves and the 2 original screenwriters, the guys that actually wrote the first Bill and Ted and the second Bill and Ted, apparently in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, apparently this movie's got some traction. Shit is starting to happen. Have you seen the pic online that was going around with the Entertainment Weekly pic with Alex Winter and Keanu in the phone booth?
In the phone booth,
nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
And I looked at that. First thought went through my head is, oh fuck, John Wick's gonna kill him.
God damn, John Wick, your hair fucking, you let yourself go after that second movie.
Boom, 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 boom. Whoa. That's the Bill and Ted we need.
I told you before, Bill, don't fuck with my dog. Was that a good Keanu? Was that all right? Was that serviceable?
It was okay. It was passable.
Thank you.
Definitely passable.
It was like so bad it was all right.
That was like a kidney stone passable.
Yeah.
Whoa. So, with the news coming out here from Entertainment Weekly, apparently some good tractions actually come from this. The movie actually has a working title beyond Bill and Ted 3. They're calling it Bill and Ted Face the Music. And I guess the premise that they're wanting to work on with this is that, how in those first movies, Rufus, George Carlin, Rufus's character comes back in time, and you guys write the songs that save the world and all this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, now Bill and Ted are like 50 years old, and they've never written the music.
Oh, no.
So it's and so somebody else comes back to tell them, guys, you need to fucking kick it in the gear here. Come on, let's go. And so Bill and Ted need to, and now that Bill and Ted are 50 years old, they're married, they've got kids, they probably work at the Circle K where, strange happenings were occurring. I can't remember the line off the top of my head. Like, whoa, shady things are afoot at the Circle K. Whoa, I don't remember what it was. But anywho, I'll edit that out because it fucking died like a fart in church.
It did.
Yeah.
Actually, a fart in church would be pretty damn funny. A man who farts in church
Sits in his own pew. Yay! I'll keep it in just for that. So, but so they've got a director lined up, Dean Pariseau. I guess he was the director of Galaxy Quest. So, I mean, if you dug the Galaxy Quest movie, I don't know that I ever actually watched that movie in its entirety.
Galaxy Quest?
Yeah, Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not like a horrible movie. You won't be like disappointed you watched it, but it's not going to go up on your shelf of epic collections to
it's not
keep well into the future until the grandkids about.
It's not gonna go in the vault. Let's put it that way. And then of course they got the 2 original screenwriters that are currently working on it on spec, meaning they ain't getting a dime for it yet. So they'll have to get points off the back end, I suppose. But they're trying to line up financiers to get all the shit going. Steven Soderbergh and Scott Kopfer lined up as producers. And the big thing, this was the thing that I thought was fantastic. William Sadler will reprise his role as Death.
Nice.
That was a great addition. You'll thunk my battleship.
Oh man, been a while since I've seen those movies. Might have to fucking.
I mean, I know it's probably still not going to be like another year or 2 years out before this really actually becomes a thing. But yeah, no, when it comes out, this will be one that I will definitely want to go and peruse.
I'm interested. Hope they don't fuck it up.
Well, you got all the original guys in doing it, and I'm just worried that they're going to make them too middle-aged. Because, I mean, granted, they are.
They are.
But it's one of those deals where, like, say, any of those blonde brunette cohorts, like Beavis and Butthead or Bill and Ted or anything like that, you still got to keep them as morons. Don't make them like, they've worked their way up to middle management. They're the guys that have, like, fucking wasted their lives behind the counter at the Circle K. Some shit like they can't make them too, modern. And their kids have to be moron. No, the kids would have to be smarter than them.
Mm-hmm. Not going to be hard, dude.
Oh, yeah. It's an easy movie to write. Fuck, I'm writing it as we speak. And I'm doing it for spec, too. So there you go. Jason, you got some news a little bit that you were searching around there for Last Starfighter shit going on. What's up with that?
Yeah. Last Starfighter is apparently greenlit or ready to go type of deal. Why does it interest us?
This was a great fucking movie.
Because it was. And the... what would you say is one of the best new Star Wars movies?
Honestly, of the new, I would say Rogue One was probably the one that I thought was the best
Marty?
of the new batch.
Yeah. Well, Gary Whitta, the screenwriter for Rogue One, and the original writer of The Lost Starfighter are in on this movie.
Ooh, well, now, call my curiosity
and
piqued.
There is, I'm not going to waste anyone's time with too much shit, because they can just look it up on the fucking internet. But there's like what do they fucking call it? Like the pre-movie artwork type of shit.
Oh, hold on a second.
Stuff like that out there. But anyway, it's a new version of the story. Whitta says they have a fully developed story that is a combo of reboot and sequel that they both think honors the legacy of the original film while passing the torch to a new generation. That's what that guy says.
I've already got the title.
Yeah.
The last Starfighter.
The last something Starfighter.
The next Last Starfighter.
Return of the Last Starfighter. The Starfighter strikes back.
This Last Starfighter strikes back.
The Last Starfighter repeats himself.
The Last Starfighter awakens. Oh, which one did we forget? Rogue Starfighter. Are we done yet? Wait,
The Phantom Last Starfighter?
The Phantom Last Starfighter.
Oh, that's if they do prequels.
The Starfighter Christmas special.
A Charlie Brown Starfighter.
It's time for a shitty segue?
Yeah, just about. Much like we're lost in this episode, Netflix is going to be hosting a new series, bringing us back to Lost in Space.
Right.
I had kind of a shitty ass segue, but I do what I can. Yeah, so Netflix is going to be doing a new series, and that is set to premiere on April 13th with the Lost in Space. They're bringing it back. The series.
Okay.
And they've got it slated for 10 episodes. As I hold up 4 fingers, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. That's why that's why we can do this. I can do this on a podcast. Unless I call myself out for it, you people will never know that I'm only holding up 4 fucking fingers.
He is only 4.
Oh, you missed it earlier. I'm putting the fucking as we were going to go over to Mark's house to go do the screening of the movie. Mm-hmm. I think he actually took a picture of it.
I did.
I got my Garmin in my hand, right?
Yeah.
And then gingerly held between my hand and my Garmin is my smartphone.
Yeah.
Not even think about it. Here he is. He's got the fucking camera like all this. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, dude, you're programming a Garmin with a smartphone in your hand. So it's been a full day of these type of shenanigans going on. I've lost my fucking mind. It's pretty much there.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, all he had to do was look at his phone and go, okay, Google, take me to 1, 2, 3, 4 Google Street, and bam, there you go.
Yeah, but I got the Garmin. I got to use that Garmin. Me and Judy, her name is Judy Garmin. Yeah. Yes, that's what I named it. The ex wanted to go with Carmen, and I said, okay, fine, we'll make it her middle name.
Judy Carmen Garmin.
Judy Carmen Garmin. That's my But so anyways, yeah, so God damn, dude, this episode is a complete fucking shit show. It's a good thing all the listeners came in last week. This is that down in the valley, then we come back up. As I was looking through, a lot of the names, I didn't recognize a lot of people. I guess the guy that plays the dad, Robinson, I guess he was a Bond villain back in 2002. Tomorrow Never Dies, he was the Bond villain in that one, I guess. But the one casting thing that kind of, I don't know, we'll have to see how it plays out. They got Parker Posey. Don't know if you're familiar with her as an actress.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I remember her from is Superman Returns. I don't know that I've seen any of the other shit that she's been in.
Wasn't she in all the...
She was in one of the Screams.
Oh, shit.
That's fine. You didn't break anything. You're fine. But she's playing the role of fucking Dr. Smith, who is supposed to be like the lecherous, weaselly, almost with a hint of pedophile, because he always hung around Will Robinson all the fucking time, causing, problems. I don't know how this fucking dynamic is going to work now with
There's your sound effect.
There's our show, ladies and gentlemen. There's our show. Yep. Right there at the bottom of the crater. Hello, 106. Glad you stuck around this long.
Okay. Continue.
But anyways, I mean, it's that's the only thing, because as I'm watching the trailer on this, I thought the trailer, like, it looks really good. Like, I mean, it's like dark and serious. It doesn't seem to be campy at all.
Okay.
They're taking the property seriously. A Netflix series here once again. The special effects look really good. Like, I'm surprised they're putting money in these movies. Like Bright and the Cloverfield movie. Mm-hmm. And this movie, I mean, they're really putting forth a lot of, shit on this. So, it really looks good. Depending on whether or not Chris and I do any type of a show recording while we're in Portland, I may do some binge watching in the hotel room. Because there's not a whole hell of a lot else that I'm really going to be doing. Not that there couldn't be, but, I don't know. But it looks really fucking good. So I'm thinking maybe on the show after, because everyone here's got Netflix, I believe, right? Yeah, we could go do a quick little review on that on the next show and see how it pans out. See if it's worth the buzz.
When's it start?
April 13th.
Okay.
And it's Netflix. They dump all the episodes on there at once.
Yep.
Because they strive on that blending there. All right, so let's go ahead. We got a couple of sound bites for the week this week.
Okay.
I wanted to get this one out of the way first, just because it's proven that really I am no DJ editor. I am not TJ the DJ when it comes to this shit. Okay?
Wiki wah.
Pretty much. It's not even that good. But there a couple weeks back, had ourselves a little homework assignment. I did.
Uh-oh.
In that.
Oh no.
Yeah. In that.
I know what this is. I think.
Jason went himself to a gun show.
Yep. Gun show.
And are we ready, kids? Here it is. Gun show.
Gun show.
How many times did you do it?
Gun show. A lot. That's how you embarrass your friends and their friends and stuff. For some parts from the there's always like oddballs. I mean, that's a given at any gun show. Wandering around, saw a bunch of guns and stuff.
So there you go.
Oh no.
That was awesome.
So that one turned out okay. That was all right then.
I liked it. Good joke. Yeah, there's always idiots. I want to hear it with some huge speakers. Doing it.
Oh no.
I didn't think it turned out that good, apparently.
It reminded me of a gift from the 90s or something. How they're only like a half a second long. They just keep repeating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, but I had little witty things that you were saying in there as well. You know, all kinds of freaks. There's all kinds of freaks. The gun show.
It's pretty much given.
How many times you do it? Gun show. A lot. Yeah.
A lot.
Okay, I'm almost tempted to play it a second time, but I'm not going to. You kids can just all suffer with that. So, Jason, let's go ahead here. When you get
too busy laughing, man. Fuck off.
I'm just when you have yourself back to full form.
What the fuck do you want?
Your soundbite of the week. You had one.
I need the cord.
It's right there.
Okay.
There we go. So a little Limp Bizkit mix is what this guy is.
Yeah.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. L-I-M-P, biscuit is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. See, I ain't giving a fuck. Quit pressing your luck. Untouchable, branded unfuckable. So keep me in this cage until you run that mouth. Then I'ma have to play and break the fuck out. And then we'll see who's left after one round with that.
Just as a quick aside, I remember when this was like the Undertaker's entrance music. So I'm picturing the Undertaker coming down in his motorcycle with this shit.
Are you ready?
Oh no.
Are you ready? Now move out. Hands up, hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now.
Oh no.
Rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Oh my god, that is fucking epic. Yeah, I need the link on that. So that's off of YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need the link on that so I can
Brilliant.
throw
It
that
is.
Like I said, pull up at a stoplight on the intersection and just crank that shit. No, well, that'd probably get me shot.
No, they'd probably jam with you.
Well, they are kind of a...
They're more hipster.
Yeah, they are kind of a more understanding crowd over there. Tolerant. They're a tolerant crowd.
That was awesome.
Why did we not leave it plugged in for that?
You turned it down. I didn't know it was happening.
Well, here you should have said... Hold on, we gotta start that one back from the beginning there.
Okay. So, it's mashup day. Turn it up.
It is up. There you go.
Fuck off. No fucking way.
Okay, we got to see. Is there any others that were listed on there? What was the original song with the chick? What was the name of the song the chick did?
1,000 Miles.
1,000 Miles. Okay, all right.
Vanessa Carlton.
I don't know.
Thought there might have been more videos. That was it.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, denied. Well, if any of you kids out there are mashup, you get the. It's like Pavlov's dog now. We fucking hear the little tinkling piano and we're just giggling. I love it. All right, kids. Well, let's go ahead here. We will take our final break. Come back with a little bit of Reddit fun with Jason. Squad M Show, kids. Stay tuned.
In a city where corruption rules the streets, only one man can stop the serial killer known as the Blood Bandit. James Kurt, a former police officer turned private investigator, must race against the clock to stop the madman before he achieves his ultimate diabolical goal. When JK's brother Alex is thought killed in the line of duty and mysteriously returns with no memory of his past life, the stakes are raised even higher. Enigma, the comic book series from Quad M Productions, written and illustrated by TJ Damon, with colors and effects by Jason Vickers. Enigma. Order your copy at quadmproductions.com today.
You're listening to the Quad M Show. Segment 3.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of this here Quad M Show. Again, we are your hosts. I'm TJ.
And Jason.
I'm Marty.
Losers, in other words.
Well, and this segment of the Quad M Show is brought to you in part by DeeplyDapper.com. Now, you've heard us go on and on about all the sweet merch that you can pick up over there at DeeplyDapper.com. Original art prints, books, vinyl wrap metal flasks, custom key hangers and light switch plates, as well as those handmade soaps, all based on your favorite Nerd World properties. But there's so much more. Get on out there over to DeeplyDapper.com. Make sure to check out, now that they're in and recording and doing all the stuff now, get in there and check out the 3D Podcasket, as well as the Robot Kraken podcasts. You won't be disappointed. I know you won't. So get on out there. What are you waiting for? You ain't got no fucking excuses. Get on out there. That's DeeplyDapper.com. Again, Deeply Dapper. Better living through tentacles.
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 You get to see him next week, right?
I will be seeing him next week. As a matter of fact, Wizard finally gave us the booth placements.
Oh.
So now I know exactly where I'll be at.
Yeah.
Apparently now they're doing a creative stage. I have no idea what the fuck is going on with that. They got like one little big thing over here, like how to draw. So I don't know if they got like Marvel and DC artists that are over there, or if they do that with this creative stage. I don't know. I'll give an update, either when I'm there or when come back and do the show, that type of thing. I have no idea. But
isn't it all creative?
Well, I mean, okay, like on the bigger cons, you would have like say the DC booth, where you would have like Jim Lee doing like a 20 or 30 minute thing on how to fucking draw hands, and they would have the pencil and all that, and then have the projector, like remember those old school projectors?
Yep. Oh yeah.
And you'd have it on like the fucking big screen behind him drawing fucking hands and shit. Or like Alex Sinclair showing how to color stuff. They would have all these different little things that would kind of be going on. So I don't know if they're doing the same thing with that or how that works. But I'll be able to see it because my booth will be right there. To which my thought is, draw people in. Right. Get them fucking crowds. Bring them in. Come on over here. You saw how that... Come on down. And the way it's sitting, for all you kids out there, I am in booth 1047. That's the booth that I'm in. And then Chris will be on the opposite side at booth like 1448. I think he actually got himself a corner booth right on the end. That's like $25 more, a
little bigger.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you get your main like 8-foot table, and then you get like a little 4-foot, deal, kind of a wraparound.
Chris got a lot of shit too.
I've toyed with the idea of getting a corner booth, but I mean, I don't have enough stuff to warrant the space, So to me, being one in from the end, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like you say here, you've never been here in town when he's been at NagaCon. He has got tons of shit, so a corner booth for him works perfectly.
Yeah, Chris takes up like almost half a wall. Just
yeah. I mean, if he was on what they call inline, which is not the corner, but you're in, main thing, he could easily do 2 tables.
Easy.
Yeah.
But instead of spending fucking, $400, on 2 tables, just spend $25 extra and get yourself a corner. It works for him. And one thing too, here before we get into Reddit fun, I do want to give a shout out and a thank you to a good friend of the show, Derek Crabb. He
knee howdy.
Yeah, knee howdy. when I was doing that little gun, trying to find the music bed for the gun show remix.
Oh right. Okay.
He had messaged me, and it was like this quick thing because I guess he was just listening to the past couple weeks episodes or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he was going on about how I was like all marking out for the song Bony Fingers. And how I was like all fucking, oh my God, you're not... Dude, the fucking chick on it is goddamn Ronnie Blakely. Holy fuck. Who the fuck's Ronnie Blakely? The drunken mom from Nightmare. I was the whole fucking thing. And so, he was popping off about that. Like, he was marking out for it. And I told him kind of what I was doing. And immediately, boom, he's on top of it, and he gives me the fucking the Blade. You Wesley Snipes, the Blade techno that first vampire dancing thing. It's a little rough, it's a little harsh, but we're on the right fucking track here. And then I found that generic one that I ended up using, and that worked perfectly. But I do want to give the shout out to Derek for helping out and steering me creatively in the right direction.
Yeah, thanks for making me laugh until I cried.
You know what else makes you laugh until you cry?
Reddit.
Reddit fun with Jason.
Reddit fun with Jason.
Right.
At least we got one good segue out of it.
That's all we can strive for is at least one segue that's kind of fits in.
Everything that's the cake. Everything else is frosting.
Speaking of fitting in.
What does the Hive Mind have for us this week, good sir?
Okay, hope you guys are ready. If every fictional character had to yell their catchphrase as they orgasmed, what would be the most ridiculous?
Hi diddly ho, neighbors.
Hi diddly ho, neighborinos.
I don't know if that's not really a catchphrase.
Yeah, it works. It works. You get that one if I get mine.
All right. Well, what's hold on, Marty. What's yours? Do you got one?
I want to hear Jason's first.
He's got performance anxiety.
I do.
She's built like a steakhouse, but she handles like a bistro.
Nothing.
I was gonna. I can't think of his actual catchphrase.
Who's the guy? Who are you thinking?
Towley from South Park.
I remember. Just let me get high. Let me get high. Let me get high. Always remember, bring your towel. There's you go. There you go. There you go. There's the line. Don't forget your towel. Don't forget your towel.
Brilliant.
All right. Well, what does the Borg have?
The Borg. The Reddit Borg. He will be assimilated. Right?
Assimilated. I get
Assimilated. Okay. Oh, fuck your weird ass name. Raquel48. Well, excuse me, princess. UW James. Velma from Scooby-Doo would just be screaming Jinkies over and over. And I would totally be into that. An old one, but did I do that? Seems appropriate. Oh, damn, my ID says, good news, everyone. That was a shitty professor.
Good news, everyone. That's not any better. Okay.
Winter Stew 21. My father will hear about this. Chodik. Gotik Patox. Imagine Porky Pig porking. That's all, folks. Oh, pet my eyebrows. Team Rocket's blasting off again.
That one should have been up on the top there.
Ground Ward. Hi diddly ho, neighborino.
Yes.
Or Oakley Dokley.
Oakley Dokley. Oh,
yeah. Yes. Steve T. Cook says, Leroy Jenkins. Ray Pooperton the third. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Hugh Janus. Yabba dabba doo. It's morphin' time. Oh, Foss Ruda. It's from Skyrim.
Oh, okay. That one.
Andy Taru. By the power of Grayskull. The Theum Nilurk. They're magically delicious. Okay. The Sands Hotel says, ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Arsmania says it's clobbering time.
That was one I was actually going to go with, but I didn't know if that would have grabbed for the kids.
Yeah, that's pretty far back, right?
No, it's not. No? Ben Grimm, The Thing, Fantastic Four? No.
You're right.
Office Dragon, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? To infinity and beyond. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to say that next time I come.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
There was one that myself and a FB had at one point because we, were looking at something and it was a fucking meme and it said, after how can you tell if a relationship is real after coitus? Look them lovingly in the eye and say, did you come? Yup.
Captain K-Ball.
And son.
Oh, I got one. Gunshow.
Oh no. Tapping out. Oh, fuck off. Tapping out.
Oh, all right, kids. Well, as we're winding her down for this evening, any picks of the week for the week this week?
No.
None on you guys? Well, I found a channel on the old Tube of You, and it's been around for a while now, at least a couple of years. But I just hip to it, and as I was showing Jason didn't even realize he was subscribed to him. He's like, "Oh, I'm a subscriber." I don't know. Blue Lightning TV is the channel on YouTube, and this guy does amazing artwork on Photoshop. But what his videos are is they are tutorials to show you how to do it and basically learning how to use Photoshop in those artistic ventures. And the really cool thing about this cat is that he's slow, he's methodic, and he explains it very clearly. You know, there's not a lot of fluff, because like one of the questions, as I was talking to Jason about, one of the questions you had was, does he actually talk, or is it one of those bullshit ones where it just shows like what buttons to press, and it becomes a pain in the ass to try to follow along.
Right.
This guy is very clear, very concise, and it feels like explain it like I'm 5.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. And like TJ said, when he showed it to me, I realized I'd already been a subscriber, and I watched one of the videos and I recognized his voice, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've actually learned a couple things from this guy already." And I just never thought of it, because I always just search for something and click the video, and you know.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff on here that I'm, chomping at the bit to give a whirl and see how it looks, and I'll post some of it on Facebook. But I mean, it's basically just tips and tricks that I want to pick up, for doing stuff, with Enigma down the road and all that. But if you guys have a chance, if you have Photoshop and any artistic inclinations whatsoever, follow this guy and learn something, because it's really good. And you'll know his videos because it always starts out with, "Hi, my name's Marty."
Right.
And then it just goes from there. But it's really brilliant stuff. Blue Lightning TV is the channel to check out there on YouTube.
I'll piggyback on TJ's pick and agree with his. It is some really, really good tutorials. Like TJ said, he actually talks instead of
It's like he's virtually holding your hand.
It's really well explained. Even about the only thing he puts up on the screen is the keyboard shortcuts and a couple other little things like that.
Yeah. And like I said, it's well worth the time if you've got any inclinations whatsoever. Do it. Give it a whirl. It's well worth the time. All right. Well, gentle people, do we have anything left to pimp, promote, propagate, or pander for the evening? Nope. Well, that will wrap it up for this week's episode of the Quad M Show. As always, kids, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on your podcast catcher of choice. Make sure to like us on the Facebook, follow us on the Twitter, and also follow us on Instagram, all that wonderful stuff. And, of course, if you got any questions, comments, anything there, email us, quadmcomics@gmail.com. Until next time, kids, it's TJ.
And Jason.
I'm Marty.
And we will see you all later, gang. Take care.
You've been listening to the Quad M Show. Copyright 2018, Quad M Productions. If you have any comments, questions, queries, quibbles, or concerns, email us at quadmcomics@gmail.com or find us on Twitter at quadmcomics.
Gunshow.
How many times did you do it?
Gunshow. A lot. That's how you embarrass your friends and their friends and stuff. Gunshow. For some parts for my AR. There's always oddballs. I mean, that's a given at any gun show. Wonder Round's